Hi Sequels friends, welcome to day 8 of Vlogvember. You know what time it is? It's time for a thrift flip. Welcome back to my channel. It is so wonderful to have you here today. If you happen to be new, my name is Heather and I am a part-time reseller across various online platforms, and I love to share my reselling journey with you here on YouTube. If you came into this video today, we are not talking about reselling, we are doing a thrift flip. Yesterday I shared with you my rental-friendly kitchen refresh, the obstacles that I'm dealing with, and an overall plan for what we can do to adjust that space. One of the things we needed to do was add storage. Now, I have searched on Facebook Marketplace for quite some time and I cannot find anything that fits my needs. It either doesn't fit in the space, it's way too much money. As you heard in the last video, if my cat can't jump on it, it's not an option, and a lot of them the cat couldn't jump on. So I looked around the house to see if maybe I could rearrange things and use something I already have. And I thought, it's a kitchen and you don't normally think dresser, but I have a dresser that is in my storage room that I'm using for kitchen overflow. Whenever we can and we have extra canning and stuff, I put it in there. So wouldn't it be great if I just moved it into the kitchen? So I wanted to see if it would fit, so I moved it in there. And it fit great. Let me show you. So in the last video, you saw the white fridge kitty-cornered over there by the white curtains next to the window. We shifted that over. Now ignore all the returns I have by the door and all of the bottles of water. This is early October when I filmed this, and we are in the thick of Hurricane Helene. We have no water for drinking or flushing, so we have water all over the place. You'll also see shortly I have paper plates all over the place and some other things. So up top on the fridge, you could see where my cat lays and his little dish for eating. Now on Amazon, I found a couple of shelves, open shelves, so we could decorate them up a little bit to put, oh, there's my paper plates, to put over top of the dresser to give us some open and decorative storage. Now as we pan down, you'll see that we've staged it temporarily as a coffee bar. And you can see there's some coffee grounds that are sticking out there, but they are to showcase the wipeable top. I can easily use some all-purpose cleaner, come in here and wipe the top, which I love because that makes it a great place to store all of our vegetables that we pull out of the garden. You can see we also have popsicle stick things and stuff that came off the top of the fridge that we need to find a storage place for. Towards the right, you'll see I tried to do some painting on my dog dish, and it obviously did not work, so add that to our project list. But also what we're focused on today is this dresser. I picked this up for 20 bucks, but it's because of the condition it's in. So we need to try to find a way to refresh it. I want to give it a refresh, but I do not have the time or the energy at this point to give it a full revamp. I don't feel like sanding it, staining it, painting it, and it taking 2 weeks to make it look good. I want to see if there's something I could do quickly. So as you can imagine, as a thrifter, I follow several other resellers and thrift flippers, and I've seen a lot of them using this Restor-A-Finish. I've never used it, but it was only $9 at my local Lowe's, so I decided to pick it up. I picked it up in the walnut finish, but after editing this video, I don't know, cherry might have been a more suitable finish. And then I saw some other DIYers suggesting to use some steel wool if your piece is scratched, which clearly mine is very scratched. And I tried some of it here on the side just in case I absolutely hated it. I could push this up against the wall and come up with a different strategy. Now it does, you can see how the Restor-A-Finish is falling into the scratches and somewhat making them fairly noticeable. But to me, they're still less noticeable than how light these scratches are at the top left. I'm not still sure, so I'm going to just move forward with this side and see how I feel about it. So I'm going to show you how I did this. I just poured a little bit of this Restor-A-Finish on my steel wool, and I'm just holding this towel against it so it's not hard on my hands, the steel wool, and finally started to think maybe I should get this dish rag out of the way before I ruin it with Restor-A-Finish. And all you do is wipe it on I'm being a little bit forceful because again, I am using that still wool to try to help with the scratches. And you can see here, immediately you see a change. It's actually very satisfying because as you roll over it, you can immediately see a change. Now, when I'm very up close on it like this, the contrast between the scratched areas where the Restor-A-Finish has fallen into it is much more noticeable, I think, than from a distance. I do feel like this is warming up the piece. It's making it feel a little bit more alive. It is not perfect by any means, and I'm not going for perfection. I'm going for a quick, easy, cheap fix. So let me show you what it looks like. This is after it's dried, and well, this is after I wiped it with the towel and then it's dried. So based on that, I thought, what the heck is it going to hurt if I just move forward with the front? So I'm showing you here side by side. You can see this piece is even way more scratched up than I realized, but the drawers are functioning and it does have that wipeable top. So it's worth it to try to use it for 20 bucks. Now those handles, I need to get in there with the magic eraser. They definitely need some cleaning up as well. But you just see how it brings some life to it. Yeah, it's not perfect. Yeah, it definitely looks lived in, but it doesn't look as dry and lifeless as the right side. It feels a bit more warm. It just has livened up the piece. So because that wipe on is so satisfying, I decided I might as well give you one more. Now, if you tap, tap, tap in some of the deeper scratches, like you could see there around that handle, it's a very, like the veneer is off. So if you just get a little extra and tap that in, again, we're not fixing anything, but it disguises it a little bit. So since the outside got a little fresh, I figured I'd do my best to try to refresh the inside as well. You can see that the drawers are a bit worn, and then also I went ahead and coconut oiled up the runs of the drawer so that they run a lot more smoothly. And I happen to have some contact paper left from doing the kitchen cabinets. You'll see that in another video. So I decided to use the leftover contact paper. Hey, Miss Furiosa, she's the reason why the cat food's up on the fridge. So I used the leftover contact paper to line the bottom, and then I felt like the sides of the drawers were looking very dried out. And I know this isn't the perfect solution of what to use, but I had some coconut oil on hand, so I just conditioned them a little bit with the coconut oil. And you can see here side by side the difference. Look at the beautiful restored drawer front. And then with the lining paper, it's not perfect. I'm not claiming to be a professional. Again, I am just DIYing this to make me feel more comfortable using it, but it is definitely an improvement. So let's see the whole dresser in the space as it's restored. Isn't it beautiful? I really like the way it turned out. For the price of just $9 and some steel wool, it is just amazing to me how much better it looks. The insides look fabulous with the conditioning and the shelf paper. You can see we're storing some cookie sheets and such in here. And then go up to top to show you the shelves. We are storing some extra dishware here, some extra serveware, some canning things, but it's also nice, pretty, and decorative. I don't know, for the price, guys, really let me know in the comment section what you think. Okay, guys, so I am a Restor-A-Finish gal. I've already planned, I have a vintage dresser that I purchased in Florida, a mid-century piece. I think I'm gonna have to pull out that Restor-A-Finish and just jazz that up. And I've also been eyeing my bathroom cabinet thinking, I might need to test spot a little area and see if I can freshen that up. I'm gonna be going around the house freshening everything up. So you guys let me know if you've ever used this Restor-A-Finish and what did you use it on? And is it something that you end up grabbing for all the time? Or do you have another tip or trick that works for you? Go ahead and drop it in the comments section below. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you this weekend for some more reselling content. Thanks, guys.